Ready for my next one?
Let's hear it. First pick.
Going Justine. She's 29. Okay. She's fairly athletic. I'm not going to tell you the other reason why, because it plays into something else, okay? But I think Justine is going to be the sleeper pick coming in. I think she has the best shot coming in.
Welcome to Playing Voodoo. I'm your host, Derek Palmer. Joining me as always, Alex Setzer.
Yeah, how you doing? I know you were excited to use that intro.
Yeah, it's great.
I just knew it. I just knew right when she got voted off, I was like, I know what's going to happen.
To see your second pick go home is quite the...
And that was the one I had the most hopes for, too.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. Yeah, so we just got off the second episode, which is 63 minutes long. Derek, I want to bring up this question to you. So, it seems like Survivor's going to be staying at 26 days for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with it being 26 days as long as almost every episode is 63 minutes long? Because we got an extra 20 minutes this episode. So, would you be okay with that budget?
So, it's a give or take? It's one or the other?
Well, we don't know for sure they're all going to be an hour or a 60-minute episode.
In your scenario.
Yeah, so 39 days or hour-long episode for every episode.
More content's better.
Yeah?
Yes.
I actually agree. I actually really like this episode.
I did too.
Yeah. It was a weird one. Very little advantages in it. Mm-hmm. No ship wheel wreck island or anything like that.
I know, I was surprised.
Only one challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Whole bunch of character shit. I mean, mm-hmm. I think this was an apology message or apology episode for the last two seasons. We're like, hey, we know you didn't like the advantages. We know you didn't like the ship wheel island. You know, here's just characters, pretty much. That was the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, we might as well get into it.
Yeah. I mean, where do you want to start? I mean,
at the beginning.
there's not much we see really at the beginning other than Gabler struggling physically.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's gonna be a medevac coming up with him soon, or you think it's just gonna be like,
if he doesn't stay dry,
or you think it's just gonna be like a mercy vote at a certain point, or do you not see either one of those?
It's not gonna be a medevac because we'll get to it, but they showed some of the other people on his tribe snooping into his items to see what the clue specifically said for his safety.
Yeah.
So that seemed like a teaser of, I don't think it's a medevac.
No, probably not. So, I also want to suggest a trade. I suggested this to you last night.
Oh, man.
So, let's just say the Blue Tribe didn't get any content this week, it seemed like.
Pretty much, only we saw Ryan and Gio briefly, that was it.
Carla a little bit.
Carla at the very beginning.
Yeah, but James, Lindsay. Nothing. So, the one person of the three that didn't get any content, Cassidy, I want to trade Cassidy for, say we're still doing drafts in season 44.
We're going to do it.
I'll trade you Cassidy for your 4th round pick in the Survivor 44 draft.
What equity do I get in it?
You get Cassidy.
If for those of you that didn't listen to our season 43 draft, I don't even think Alex drafted Cassidy with one of his first 4 picks. She was like 5th or 6th for you, huh?
Yeah. She was 5th.
And you're trying to trade up.
Yeah, but in the future. So your team would be evened out. You would have all 9 players at this point, and I would only have 7. So that would give you a big lead.
Okay.
In this. And I think because 41, no one knows what the fuck they're doing with the edits anymore. Cassidy could still win, because
yeah, for sure.
Erica was... Man, we would have traded Erica all the time, you know? She had no content.
Until that Nasir vote.
Yeah, so I mean, there you go.
I will politely decline your trade.
That's fine. But as we were saying, Blue Tribe didn't get any content. What do you make of that?
Not much, honestly. There's not much to say.
Well, but you have like 4 people on that tribe that you're going for. Do you still feel as confident moving forward or no?
I still feel confident.
In which ones?
I mean, Gio's last pick.
I think Gio's next too. If they go to tribal council, he does not look like he's in a good spot.
Yeah, it's definitely 4v2 on that side.
Yeah, and I think they'll keep Ryan just based on he's fucking carrying that tribe in the challenges.
Yeah, that little bit we got from Carla as well made it seem like
she's the power player on that tribe.
She wants to get rid of Gio, but she doesn't want to backstab Ryan.
I would say, I don't know. She's close with Gio.
That's what I got from it was just like her verbiage and stuff. That's what I could gather from it.
Maybe. It feels like she was close to Gio, but she didn't like how close Gio and Ryan were with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I like that duo. I don't think they're long for the game.
Yeah.
So, I think Carla's going to stick with the girls and James. And I think Gio's next. Because you can't get rid of Ryan. I mean, you'd be crazy to get rid of Ryan.
That's the only thing that seems fair is that if Blue goes to tribe before they merge, Gio will probably be the first
in
that tribe.
Yeah. Gio's been getting a lot of content too, a lot of like flashback content, which makes it seem like, hey, we want
to tell your story.
Yeah. So, but you're probably
got that as well.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it that long. So
I mean, the only thing we really got before the challenge as well was Vesey showing Jesse and Dwight talking about which side they're vibing with more.
Yeah, but Cody got that thing about his friend having cancer and everything, which was pretty. I think
it was touching.
Yeah, makes Cody more human. I've come around to the
he's cool.
to the Easter egg champion, the Easter egg legend, Cody.
He had a big episode. We'll get to it.
Let's just start now. Let's get to it.
I mean, shoot. I think we should just skip ahead to the challenge a bit. There's the only thing we should note. I want to note from the challenge is they made it a big deal. Actually, did you notice? Maybe I was tripping out, but I swear, like before Jeff introduced the challenge and everything, the music was like very different from typically what they use.
Oh, I don't fucking remember that. I was pretty intoxicated when I watched it, so I don't remember. I don't remember the music or anything like that.
But yeah, the challenge they brought back. Challenge has been used in the past.
I think Game Changers was the last time they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's brutal.
That would suck. And getting I would not want to be the puzzle person there.
No.
Because you just fucking wiped out after dragging that 400-pound snake, and then you gotta be like, hey, figure out this puzzle now. And it's not a small one. That's a big fucking puzzle. We gotta carry it. And you could just see NECA and Dwight at the end. They were worn. They all were. I mean,
everyone was so gassed. They were. That gets into what I want to talk about. They were so exhausted that no one noticed that the bag with the puzzle piece was still on the ground.
Yeah, what was that? Did Survivor just add that part just to fuck someone up? Or what was that?
I saw the music and the video shot with her just dropping the bag.
Yeah. And this was, I think, the first time in a while we've seen Survivor, the edit, show someone really fuck up at a challenge and not reward them.
I thought it'd be highlighted more. It was gonna screw them more, but the way they were just so far behind, I don't think it really mattered.
Maybe not. It depends. It seemed like Dwight was really confused on some piece wasn't fitting.
Missing.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if he had that piece, would it have made it would have been it would have clicked and he would have been oh, okay, now I know what I'm doing. But they were really far behind too.
Yeah. And which is surprising. They have I mean, I don't know. The tribes are pretty balanced strength wise. So
I don't think
I was shocked that Baca did what they did.
Well, I mean, so it seems like Baca is the strongest tribe with the men because I think Owen's not or I don't know actually now.
I remember Owen's intro. He's like, I've been working out. It might not look like it, but these legs got a lot of steam in them.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. Jesse hasn't really shown up as a challenge performer. I think. I mean, he's decent.
Yeah,
but he's not.
It was a lot of Cody.
Yeah, Cody really ran the thing, and Ryan
and James. And Carla.
Is James that good of a challenge performer?
He's got the muscles.
Does he?
Yes.
I think he's just a bulkier guy.
Bulky guys have muscles.
Sure, we'll call it that. I don't know. I feel like Ryan's running that. He's the reason they're winning the challenges, I think.
For sure.
And I don't know. NECA didn't do herself any favors.
No, she didn't.
She was one of the main people that looked like she could have went, or it was going to be Justine Curmudgeon. I think that was all it was. So you guys made a bad prediction last week with Dwight.
We did. I should have taken note that Dwight and Jesse were working together.
They really didn't show it the first episode.
They didn't. It's more so by proxy because the other two are split in pairs.
Yeah, it's weird because
when's the last time we've seen tribes of 6 at the beginning?
Last season.
Where one tribe was where all three there were 3 pairs.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we have.
No, not really. I gotta think now.
It's been quite a while.
No, you could have made it where Mike and Jenny, and then Lydia and Hai, and then Daniel and Chanel were in the middle.
That's fair, yeah.
Because I think Daniel pointed that out.
Yeah.
So maybe that might have been last season, but it blew up right away.
It blew up because of the downvotes in like this episode.
Yeah, which I want to get to that because this is cool. So we go back and we see NECA and Justine are pretty much the two targets, and Justine it looked like she had so much hype going to the game. I thought she was great. Martin put her as her top 3. Just no social skills, it seemed like. Like, she was just revealing too much. And saying what was on her mind, kind of.
I know. Like, even at Tribal, I'm like, she's saying, we have 3 pairs. It's 2-2-2. It's pretty much going to come down to whatever Jesse chooses. I'm like, what the? Why would you say that out loud?
And she also was like, oh, I'm really good at lying. If you're ever going on Survivor, don't say you're good at lying to people. Say you're not good at lying. Say
or you'd be like, I'm good at lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Yeah. Well, that might be too much too. Don't bring up lying, okay?
Yeah.
And then she also don't bring up that you don't trust someone either.
Yeah.
She said Jesse's like, I don't know if I can trust you. Yeah, Jesse's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why would you say it to someone's face?
Yeah, especially if you don't trust them.
And you need his vote.
Yeah. If you need if she said that to Cody, it'd be different. Like, hey, I don't trust you, Cody. I'm gonna vote against you. It's not a good move, but it makes sense. This was someone you needed on your side. Yeah. I was really disappointed.
So yeah, we pretty much see Jesse chooses the side of people that he can trust in siding with NECA and Cody.
But before we see that, we cut to the Yellow Tribe camp.
We do.
Which was... I want to get to that, because...
Which is a weird cut.
They
don't typically cut after the immunity challenge.
So unless it's important, they've done it before. Unless your tribe loses, they cut to you. But they did it once, or the first time. What I'm thinking the most was in season 18 Token Chains, where the second episode, believe it or not, the coach's tribe loses. Okay, and they cut to JT and Steven's side, literally just I think to show Steven and JT bonding, because that's where they first bonded. So I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. If there's something important coming. I mean, it was all Ellie and Janine and that, and it made Gallery look kind of dumb, and Owen. So
yeah, Owen, I honestly, if I'm being honest, this episode pretty fucking good for Owen. No, I disagree.
No, he wasn't that good. I don't think.
But, like, in terms of his social maneuverability, he was there when Justine and Ellie were like, we want to check his bag.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Like, he was in the right spot, and Sammy wasn't. Like, to me, that's good for Owen.
Well, it's just kind of like what the edit is showing you, I think. Like, so you see Ellie go on, like, that, like, rant about how, Sammy is the more, like, independent one, and Owen's the one you have to constantly, like...
Nurture.
Yeah, so that doesn't look good for Owen.
It doesn't.
And then also, when they're like, hey... is that idol good for the first 2 tribal counselors or gamblers? And Owen was adamant. He was like, it's the first 2 tribal counselors. I'm 100% positive. 100% positive. Don't worry. First 2 tribal counselors. When they checked, it was gamblers' first 2 tribal councils. So the edit isn't making Owen look...
I still think he's in a good spot. He was in the right space at the right time. And additionally, if I was him, Sammy's thrown out there, the guys need to stick together. Guys need to stick together. Throw that in his face. Tell the girls.
Yeah, but the girls... Ellie's also made it clear that she trusts Owen less, I think, than Sammy. I
think they trust Gabler the most.
No, I don't think. Well,
but they don't want to keep him.
She doesn't even trust Gabler to go fishing, dude.
But he's a boat. He's gonna like I feel like if you told Gabler what to do, he would do it.
Maybe. He's
Gabler.
just.
I don't know why you keep saying Gabler. Sorry.
I think is it Gabler?
It's Gabler.
I'm gonna call him Gabler. But he's just so it. I can't explain. He's so unhinged, it feels like, that he could just do anything. He's volatile, it seems like. Not like like a violent way, but like voting. Like, he could just do whatever he wants, or he could be swayed easily. So I wouldn't trust him. And I think he's more willing to stick with Sammy and the guys at this point.
For sure. I'd agree with that.
I think, if anyone, Sammy's in the best spot in the tribe, because I don't think anyone's going to be gunning for Sammy. Maybe Owen.
They need him for the challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Ellie said, she kind of likes Sammy. And Sammy had good content this episode, too.
He did.
About starting the Guys Alliance. However, the music was a little weird. Because it kind of gave him the dodo music.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think they'll stick together, or he'll side with Ellie and Janine.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll see. I still think Ellie and Janine are in decent spots. But yeah, they go back to the Vessi tribe.
Yep, Red Tribe.
I mean, pretty much it's locked down. We have a 3-2 vote. It's going to be Justine.
Yep.
Everything's set. No, nothing else is going to happen.
Lock, stock, and barrel, man.
And then Cody wanders around. He's like, I want to look for an idol.
Yeah. So I'm coming around to Cody, and I don't like advantages, especially the Beware. However,
this one's pretty good.
Yeah, when he finds it and he opens it pretty much like right away, I was like, okay, I understood why he did that because that was his character. Yeah, if it was like NECA that found it, I would have been like, oh, you really shouldn't be doing that.
But she knows her name's out there. So it makes sense if NECA would as well.
All right, let me rephrase. If it was like Noelle, it'd be like, why are you doing it? Why? Yeah,
I mean, tangent a bit. So, like, say Dwight found that, but he already doesn't have his vote. What happens?
I don't know. That's a good. The rules aren't clear. If you're Dwight, you might as well fucking open it. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Unless you lose could you lose your vote twice? You have to regain
for the following tribal council.
Yeah, would you have to regain it twice?
Yeah.
Or something? I don't know.
That's unclear.
Yeah. Something you need to figure out there. But Cody finds it.
Mm-hmm.
Opens it up. And I think we have the best kind of Beware advantage we've seen.
It's been by far.
Yeah. And I think it's even cooler now because he okay, so go you let him know what happened.
No, go ahead.
No, go. You explain the advantage because I want to tell you what is cool about it.
The advantage, he pretty much, there were these bracelets. Beads. They were attached to everyone's backpacks, and he needed to ask, not steal, each bead from each person before tribal to keep his vote.
And that was the right person to get that too. Any other like I was watching Justine's interview this morning, like ET interview, and she's like, if anyone else said that, I would be like, what the hell? But since Cody was so like, hey, I want to bedazzle my hat, it made sense because that was within Cody's character.
You know the crazy thing?
What?
I was watching with my roommate, and before like Jesse even like said it, I'm like, bro, just say you want to like decorate your hat, put them on your hat.
Yeah.
It was like so easy.
That was the other thing, like, because Cody was so nervous about it, and Jesse's like, just fucking do it. He's like, just fucking get them. And that hat now.
What does that tell you about Jesse?
He's, I think he's less fearless than I expected. He's more cut and dry in a way.
I was shocked. I was like, there's no way he's going to go to Rocks.
Yeah, Rocks is not a fun thing to do, especially when you go
early?
not this early, but this small tribe.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, if you had 8 people going to Rocks, a lot different than 5.
I mean, it happened literally, episode 2 of last season?
Was it 2 or 3? Something like that. Yeah. But no, the thing I wanted to bring up was the coolest part about this is that hat is an immunity idol now.
Yeah.
It has all the beads on it. He can just wear it out in the open. I think he's gonna have to hide it eventually.
He just had to. Does he have? Is that the idol itself?
The beads. You had to. All the beads turn into an idol.
So if he loses one, he doesn't have it.
I don't know about the specifics about that. But no, that hat is an immunity idol now.
Yeah.
So I want to see in tribal council him take off that hat and be like, "Here you go, Jeff. Here's my immunity idol." And people be like, "What the fuck?" But I think if other tribes find the Beware and they're like, "Oh, the beads are the advantage," that hat kind of becomes a target because it got all the beads on it.
I want them to switch it up. Do something different for another tribe.
Well, I would like that, yeah, but doesn't mean it's going to happen, you know?
But this was like Alex previously stated, out of all the Beware advantages we've seen since 41, this is a home run for me.
Yeah. And now I'm thinking, like, when you go on Survivor now, if anyone asks you for shit, you're going to be like, no. Because you're like, you're going to make an idol.
Yeah.
So it's weird because, like, first it was the funny sayings. Now if someone says that, like, a challenge, you're like, okay, they have an idol, they got to activate. Now it's like, if anyone asks you for shit, people are going to be like, no, you're trying to activate an idol or something.
I mean, yeah, if I was out there and I had beads, like, on my backpack, I'd already be trying to make a fake idol.
Yeah.
Not immediately, but down the line.
Yeah. What'd you think of the flashback, where it wasn't really like one of the flashbacks of someone's backstory, but the flashback of Noelle actually giving the beads to Jess?
Man, the whole time I was looking at her wrist. I'm like, she's still wearing the thing. I'm like, the only thing is if he got that one bead. I wasn't sure if he got that one bead.
Yeah. She wasn't wearing all of it. She was wearing just, I guess, part of it. Mm-hmm. But I remember watching it with my brother and being like, what if like Cody right at the last second, like right before he goes to vote, he asked Noelle, he's like, "Hey, can I hold you on your bracelet real quick?" It would I have just thrown her off and be like, "What?" And she just gives it to him, or would that have been too aggressive?
That's too aggressive.
But it's like a last ditch effort. He didn't need to, obviously.
A better last ditch effort. I'm surprised he said like Jesse and Neck had got it instead of him. But I would have been like, "Yo, I want all of my tribes. I want all of you guys to contribute.
At Tribal?
I don't want to leave you out of this fun hat. Would you mind sparing a bead?"
Yeah, at Tribal, he does it. Like in front of Jeff, like, "Hey, look at my hat. I just need Noelle's beads," and that's like a community hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he could do something like that. See, that's a fun advantage. That's a really fun one. I'm timid to say they should do more of them because I'm more, hey, let's get rid of the advantages. But this one I didn't mind. Sparingly.
I like the idea of beware advantages still. The concept.
I'm hesitant of them. This one was a good one, but the last, 10 were pretty bad. So,
yeah.
They're 1 for 10.
Specifically, Jesse.
I
mean, you might talk about him with the winner's edit, but from the looks of it in the final votes, he convinced the girls to split the votes between Nneka and Cody.
Yeah. I don't know if he convinced them.
They said to?
I think they were planning on doing it.
Okay. Because we never got any inkling that was going to happen.
Yeah, no, they didn't really show. I like what Justine was talking about. She thought they had Jesse's vote locked up.
Yep.
And
everyone knew Dwight didn't have a vote.
Yeah, and they thought Cody was kind of like whatever, and they thought for sure Nneka was going to play a shot in the dark, which is a weird assumption to make that someone's going to play a shot in the dark because they're like, obviously Nneka knows she's on the bottom and she did terrible in the challenge. She's going to play a shot in the dark. In hindsight, everything's 2020, but I think when you're that small of tribes, you really shouldn't try to do too much planned voodoo. You should try to play more like just put all the let's play voodoo. Let's play in the votes. So you should try to play the more Boston Rob style of like I need all the votes I can get on this one person.
For sure.
I don't know. But yeah, what'd you think of Jesse this episode? Because I think
we got a lot.
It's a good transition into the winners edit. I think he's the mouthpiece of that tribe.
100%.
Where Cody's more of the mascot. And Cody's grown on me. I like him a lot now.
Who?
Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's jumping off rocks. He at first he seemed like a Marianne type character, like really annoying. He's still kind of annoying, but I feel like at least he goes off and does his own thing and does crazy shit.
A good time.
Yeah, by himself, like jumping off rocks and stuff. I'm like, that's fine. Marianne just hangs around camp and just probably would annoy the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. That like Patrick.
He's easygoing.
That's like what Patrick would do in 35, just stay around camp and just talk. I'd be like, we got this guy out.
Yeah.
Where Cody is more like, hey, I'm going to go jump off rocks and scream. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. So I started like Cody more. I don't think he's going to win, but...
I think he gets to the merge.
Yeah, maybe. It will depend on... Probably. It's very hard to not make the merge in Survivor now. Mm-hmm. You just have to be 2 of the 3. Or you have to be better than 1/3 of the other castmates.
Pretty much.
So, I can see a lot of people making the merge. I think Noelle's going to make the merge. I think Jesse's going to make the merge. I think Dwight's going to make the merge. I think all of Blue's going to make the merge.
Yeah, you pick the people, too. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about who we think is going to win. The winner's edit. Sure, let's get into it.
How do you want to do it? 1 or 2 people per tribe, you think? Or who top 5?
Power ranking, let's just choose...
Top 5?
We really didn't get much this episode.
Well, no, we did. We just didn't get your people's episode.
I know.
So you're having a tough time. I'm not. My players are fine. So, and that's a big thing with the winners edit is they showed the yellow tribe and not the blue tribe. So
I have most of yellow, or I have 3.
Yeah, and you had 3. Or wait, what?
I still have 3. You
still have Owen, Ellie, and
Janine.
Yeah, Janine had a sneaky good episode, I think. Mm-hmm. Actually, Owen.
All of her confessionals have been like pretty good. She doesn't have many, but they've been like really good confessionals. Yeah,
I think it's an Erica-like edit so far. Mm-hmm. But I could see her going next on that tribe if they go to tribal council. I think her and Gabler are the most. And Owen. I think the only ones that are safe.
The only one safe is Ellie.
And I think Sammy to a certain extent, unless Sammy totally overplays and does something. But he doesn't seem to be overplaying that hard.
Mm-hmm. All it takes is 1 beware advantage.
Yeah. But I don't know if Sammy would open it. He seems a lot more cautious than that. Mm-hmm. But I think Sammy's in a good spot. I would put him number 3 in power rankings.
All right, let's just do power rankings. We'll go back and forth. I'll let you get the first pick. We'll do 5 players total. So you pick 3, I'll pick 2.
Okay.
For the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think this would be like main characters moving forward. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Jesse's gonna be the one.
That's fair.
However, I feel like he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna win. I feel like he's gonna be like more Omar kind of Shan kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like plays a strong game at the start, and then we have that like kind of downfall episode where it's kind of sad and the music's all sad and depressive, and when he gets voted off, being like final 5 or final 6. But he's still someone to watch. He's gonna be a massive character 100%. In the series.
Next I have to go Ellie. Pretty much the focal point of the Baka tribe that we've seen.
For the most part, yeah.
Every time.
At least with competency. I think Gabler's maybe a bigger focal point, but it's that the competency isn't there.
Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm waiting for the villain's edit to come. I'm waiting. I just see it. I see the villain edit coming, but I don't know. I just see it.
Possible.
Yeah. So for number 3, I'm gonna put Carla.
I was gonna pick it. But 3's fine, yeah.
Yeah. She's the mouthpiece of that blue tribe.
Yeah.
Still. I feel like you're in a rough situation now with who you're gonna pick.
I am.
Because I know you don't want to pick Sammy, but you might have to.
No, I might have to. It's one of 2. I think I'm gonna go Cody on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody. He seems to be growing up.
He's
climbing up the
He's fun. What can I say? I enjoy
someone
times on the screen.
I was on Reddit. Someone was asking if Cody is the best casting in the last decade. And I was like, no, Christian is. but is he the best casting since Christian? I don't know. It's you to decide. I think
Man, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, when he saw the Bear Wearing Advantage, I'm like, did he watch Survivor season 41, 42?
He doesn't care.
And then he's like, I did. And then he opened it.
Yeah, and then he was like, I fucking opened it like a complete dipshit. Yeah, I like Cody. I don't know if he's the best casting since Christian, but I think he's pretty good. I think he's a good pick.
Number 5, I think I know where you're going.
I don't think you do.
Oh, maybe not.
I'm going to still say, oh wait, you said, Sammy. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought you were going to say
Sammy.
Yeah, I'll go Sammy. Also, I'm not counting out Lindsay, even with her getting no content, but that's just because Once Upon an Island's hot on her. And I take his opinion pretty seriously. But I still think Sammy had really good content this week. The only thing that I didn't see was they didn't cut to him when they cut to Yellow after the challenge, which makes me a little wary. And the sleeper pick still, I think, is Janine. Who?
I think Lindsay's just a sleeper pick as well.
She's too asleep at this point. She's an RME right now.
But yeah, or talk about it. Janine.
Yeah.
State the case a bit.
Well, I mean, like you said, all her edits have been pretty solid. It's been conservative edits so far, but she was the first one, I think, to talk this season too.
Yep.
Or at least Jeff talked to her.
Yep.
So I think Marianne was the first person he talked to last season. So I wouldn't put it out of question right now. I still think has a great edit. I could see her winning still. I don't doubt how's her winning. So.
It's very possible. I mean, I drafted her for a reason.
Oh, yeah. That's why you drafted her 5th.
I thought she worked with Ellie and Owen. She's worked with one of them, so we'll see.
Yeah, she's working with them. We'll see how that turns out. So far, how are you liking the season overall?
I'm very much enjoying it.
I love it so far. I think more character content.
It's very refreshing.
Yes, very refreshing. Got any last thoughts on the season?
Let's predict the next boot real quick.
Okay, so
we were wrong. Last episode, we predicted there was a B2.
Yeah. No, I was delightfully surprised because I remember when he said we're playing for 1.
And when I saw that, I was watching on demand. I paused it. I'm like, wait, there's still 40 minutes of runtime happening. I'm like, what's going to go down?
Yeah, which was great. Like I said, if every episode was like this, I'm okay with 26 days because you have more content. So if that's where the budget is going, fine by me. I'm all cool with that. 39 days was great. But more content is better. Hour-long episodes is great. 100%. It's like Australian Survivor almost. So, next boot. You want to pick one from each tribe?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to make an exact prediction.
Okay.
I think Coco's still strong. I don't think they go. So it's between...
But we can agree that I think Gio's going to be the one on that tribe that goes.
If Coco goes, it will be Gio, 100%. Well, maybe not 100, but we're saying it's 100%.
Yeah, I think it's pretty damn near close to that.
So it's going to be between Baka and Betsy for me. It really depends on the challenge.
Yeah. So you might as well just pick 2. Pick 2 from each tribe. We're already there. We're already a third of the way there.
I think... Shoot. If Baka messes up in the challenge again, specifically Gabler, he might not play his advantage again.
No, I'm still sticking with Ellie's going to try to finesse that thing from him. But I mean, he was pretty attached to that Hawaiian sling, so maybe he'll be just as attached to the idol. I'm gonna say Gabler. I'm gonna say she finesses him.
I'm with you.
So now we might as well talk about Vesey, who's gonna go.
If Vesey goes, I mean, we haven't seen the damage control yet.
I think it's gonna be Dwight.
But I went on Wikipedia, so I know the episode name for the next one. We saw it in the preview a bit.
Is it like marriage
I'll sign the divorce papers now or something like that.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
It wasn't good. Did you Fishback tweeted something like Jesse was trying to show Dwight trust and Dwight was stubborn with what he wanted, even though he had no power.
He had no power.
So it was like, you gotta kind of, if you want to maintain a relationship with Jesse, you gotta kind of adhere to what Jesse is suggesting. You can't be so straight, or you can't be so headstrong. If he had a vote, maybe, but since you didn't have a vote, you kind of don't have power in that situation. Nope. So you gotta kind of, like I said, adhere to what Jesse said.
And Jesse could have easily flipped it on Dwight and voted him out.
I don't think he wanted to. I don't think that would have got the power behind it. I think Justine was who Cody wanted. I don't think NECA just wanted to survive.
Because she's a salesperson.
Yeah. Chip Underwood ruined it for everyone, dude. So.
But yeah, Bessie, shoot, I don't know. I don't, because Jesse went aligned with NECA and Cody, I pretty much think he's going to stick with it. So I think it's Noel going next.
Maybe. I think he'll try to mend relationships with Dwight, and Dwight's got nowhere to go.
And if he doesn't, then Jesse still has the numbers.
Yeah, and Dwight has nowhere to hide at this point. I mean, he might have his vote back, but he doesn't have enough anymore. So I think he played the hand wrong. I mean, I think that just comes down to him being like, I think he's 21, 22?
He's young. Yeah, in college.
Something. So, I mean, I think that's just naivete right there. But I think that's all I got to say about the episode.
Yeah, that wraps it up. At the end of this episode, you'll be hearing a teaser for an episode that we'll be releasing on Tuesday. We just want to give you a little sneak peek. So listen to this 50-second outro at the very end. Follow us on Twitter @PlanVoodooPod. Retweet our episode links. It'd be very appreciative.
Yeah.
And then also I want to note, I'll put a question down in the Spotify comments. Who do you think is the next boot? We want to hear from you guys. Who do you think is going to go next? Please let us know. But yeah, this is Plan Voodoo, where split vote is never safe. Including this episode.
But he was in the final episode.
Made it quite far.
Yeah, and he was worked at a funeral home.
Yeah.
That was his main job.
That's what he told everyone out there.